Historically, all powers have disappeared because of defects and failures they've created. And new powers have emerged only to mirror the faults of their predecessors. Why history repeats itself? In 1789, the common people in France overthrew the monarchy and took control, aiming for equality and liberty. However, Napoleon's rise revived autocracy, mimicking the monarchy's centralization of power and disregard for democratic principles. The Russian Revolution in 1917 aimed to end Tsarist oppression and redistribute land and power. But the rise of the Soviet Union under Stalin became a notorious authoritarian regime and repeated the Tsarist autocracy it sought to replace. Zimbabwe, formerly Rhodesia, fought a prolonged battle for independence from white minority rule. After its independence in 1980, Robert Mugabe, once a liberation hero promising democracy and prosperity, ruled for nearly 4 decades, and faced severe criticism for reproducing the colonial practices such as corruption, disastrous land policies, and human rights violations. These examples tell us the same story. New powers repeat old mistakes. At this point, we need to think about the nature of power. First, sense of control. Power gives people a strong sense of control over their environment and others. This control is deeply satisfying, which leads to a huge desire to expand power at any cost. Second, erosion of empathy. People in power often show less empathy, because their success makes them less reliant on others. And this creates a gap in understanding the struggles of the less powerful. Third, justification of actions. Powerful individuals often defend their questionable actions as necessary, claiming they're for the greater good, even when these choices may harm others. Fourth, fear of loss. The more power one accumulates, the greater the fear of losing it. This fear can drive individuals to make decisions aimed only at preserving their status and power. This intoxicating nature of power has a transformative effect on individuals, altering their perceptions and priorities, often regardless of their original intentions or values. Of course, some people have resisted the temptations of power, and their stories teach us what greatness truly means. Remember, power can spoil over time. That's why modern democracy has set term limits. Still, there is a variety of attempts to monopolize and privatize power, intoxicated by its sweetness. Then we must ask, why do we risk repeating historical missteps?